Hey, come on! Com faig un host? No, Twitch! Que, a veure, explico. He fet... Vale. He estat fora fins a... He començat el directe un quart d'hora tard. Vale? El directe de l'Smash començava a les 2 del migdia. Ara són un quart de 3. Ergo, no m'he perdut un quart d'hora del directe. Però dona igual. Perquè l'he pausat al YouTube. És a dir, jo ho estic mirant en diferit. Vaig un quart d'hora pel darrere, però no m'he fet spoiler de res. Només he vist una miqueta de gameplay del Terry, un segon. I ja està. O sigui que... Mira, justament... Puc pausar igualment, perquè total no és directe. Vale. 45 minuts de direct. Aprox, 45 minuts. No crec que tardin molt en treure's de sobre el Terry, la veritat. Sobre l'anunci de que no anunciaran... Sobre el que no anunciaran cap personatge nou, veurem. Conec Sakurai i Nintendo moltes vegades ens han fet un A314, però vaja, no espero res. Espero altres cosetes guais. De les filtracions, s'ha parlat del Doomguy i de Geno pel leak, suposat leak dels Mi Costumes. Crec que és fals el leak dels Mi Costumes, pot ser verídic, però jo estic 50-50, me decanto una miqueta més potser per fals. I què més? Hi ha un altre leak vinculat en certa manera amb els Mi Costumes. Crec que aquest pot ser verídic. Almenys una part, veurem. I de personatges nous, no, ojalà anuncien Geno, Reimu, Porky i ja sabeu els que més m'agraden. Així que, vinga.
This is Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game was recently honored with 5 awards at this year's Japan Game Awards.
Sí, això és veritat.
It's received a great
millor premi de lluita.
As well. Each award is very meaningful to me, so I would like to take the opportunity to extend my thanks to all those who have voted and to all those who have supported us. Thank you so much.
Els rumors de que s'estarà mitja hora parlant de la seva vida quasi que són certs.
Without further ado, let's begin the presentation. First, we'll start with what the Neo Geo is. It refers to a 1990 video game console
Vinga,
used
classe
in
d'història
home,
amb
as well as
Sakurai.
to the name of the system itself. In 1990, the equivalent to the Super NES had only just released in Japan, so if you wanted to play arcade games at home before then, the only option was to play the less polished ports on the Nintendo Entertainment System. However, with the Neo Geo system, you could play the arcade versions of games at home with no drop in quality.
Wow.
1990 was right
Coses així jo no ho sabia, no? Mai m'he interessat jo per arcades, ni Neo Geo, ni SNK, ni merdes.
around the year that I started working for a game company. Back then, Japan had rental services for arcade games. In other words, you could go to a rental store, rent an arcade game, take it home, and play it.
Nice.
After that, they were sold for home use, but a single game would cost about 30,000 yen.
Wow, uns 300 euros.
That's expensive. But if you think about it, compared to playing a game in the arcade 300 times at 100 yen per play, you're getting your money's worth. At the time, some people actually thought this was cheap.
Joder. Uns 300 euros, per un joc.
I mean, there really are people who've played games in the Super Smash Bros. Series 1,000 or even 10,000 times.
Pues sí.
Anyway, the MVS, as it was called then, was sold in various places, and for an arcade machine, it wasn't all that expensive. You could also get them on lease. That's why you'd end up seeing lots of candy stores having a Metal Slug cabinet. The home version of the Neo Geo came with this controller.
Espero que aquestes músiques estiguin a
It has 4 buttons.
Segur.
And this is the actual console itself. Here is the reset button, and here you slot in the big game cartridges. This is the Neo Geo? Just kidding. Actually, this is the Neo Geo X, the portable version that was released afterward. You could also insert it into this docking station and play it as a home console.
Que guai!
Beat Nintendo Switch to it.
Que fill de cap.
A portable, multi-purpose console. Updated iterations of past systems are emblematic of the Neo Geo. Next, let's talk about what Fatal Fury is.
Sí,
It released in 1991, the same year as Street Fighter 2.
Collons. Cago en Déu, tio, penjat d'un peu.
But this one came later. It launched after Street
Vale.
Fighter 2. Like many of the other fighters, Fatal Fury was often regarded as a title that was developed to capitalize on the popularity of Street Fighter 2,
Huh.
but that's not really the case. Actually, both Street Fighter 2 and Fatal Fury were developed using the original Street Fighter as a foundation.
Té sentit.
In fact, the development of Fatal Fury was started by one of the planners of Street Fighter.
Claro.
Did I just hear you say, wow?
Sí.
This one is also a multiplayer-focused fighting game.
Com m'ha sentit, tio, tinc por.
In this story, someone named Jeff Bogard is killed by Geese Howard.
A veure, Geese Howard mata el pare de Terry.
Starts up a
Vale.
fighting tournament in Southtown, which he runs.
Terry
To avenge his
s'uneix.
father's death, Terry enters the tournament, which is known as King of Fighters. I mentioned the term King of Fighters, something you may have heard before. Yes, there's actually a popular series called The King of Fighters, and that series was named after the fighting tournament within the world of Fatal Fury.
Sí, que té
And Terry
sentit
Bogard, who
que
is the protagonist of
Terry
Fatal Fury,
representa
also plays
Fatal
all the
Fury,
games in the King of Fighters
perquè
series,
King of
as the
Fighters
main
ve
character.
de Fatal Fury. Vale, té sentit, doncs.
If you want to play a game from either of the Fatal Fury series or the King of Fighters series, many of them are available now on Nintendo Switch as part of the Arcade Archive series.
La bona publi, eh?
You may not know which one to play first, but my recommendations from the Fatal Fury series would be Fatal Fury Special. From the King of Fighters series, my recommendation would be the King of Fighters 95. But if you want to play a fighting game with all sorts of strategic elements, then I recommend the King of Fighters 98. Next, I'll give you some insight on Terry Bogard.
Sí.
Actually, this video was recorded about 1 month prior to its release.
What?
That's because we need to translate and edit videos like this one, and that takes time.
Té sentit.
The game footage you
S'ha de
see
fer la
here is not
transcripció
from the
i
final
tot,
production
sí.
ROM, so please
Vale.
understand that there may be some elements that differ from the final
S'ha de
game.
fer la transcripció dels àudios, traduir-ho,
I want to talk
enregistrar-ho,
about Terry
editar...
using a lot of SNK
molta
lingo,
feina, tio.
meaning in this discussion, the younger generations may feel a little out of the loop.
Ok, boomer.
But there's nothing to worry about. When we released the original Nintendo 64 version of Super Smash Bros., I was often asked, who is Samus?
En sèrio.
Whether or not the character is fun to play as is more important than whether the character is new or old, or whether the character is recognizable to everyone.
Gino!
I want to make sure I present Terry to you in such a way that you can fully understand his appeal. So thank you. Okay, let's begin.
Let's do this.
This is Terry
Damn,
Bogard
son.
in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's
Buena
still
música.
wearing an outfit that reflects the era of his original game, but we did our best to make him look cool in a variety of ways. When he stands next to Ryu, it almost makes you wonder, is this really a Super Smash Bros. Game? Doesn't it? Just like Ryu, when you're playing one-on-one, he'll face the opponent.
Guai.
Actually, he always looks in the opponent's direction. Even if you move him to a location behind the opponent, he'll quickly turn around, always keeping his focus on the opponent. Let's talk about his moves. His neutral attacks are jab, body blow, and high kick. Each move is something familiar from the Fatal Fury series,
És com el Ryu, però?
and his dash
I el
is
Ken?
power charge.
Que depenent de com apretis el
This is a
temps...
move you can use in Real Bout, Fatal Fury Special, and others. In the
Oh,
original
Wario!
series, it was one of his special moves. His tilt attacks are middle kick, rising upper.
Vale, sembla que no és com Kenny Ryu.
Compared to Ryu, his attack speed is slower. This is to match his original series.
Té sentit.
Now for smash attacks. First up, backspin kick. This smash attack is the equivalent to his strong attack, but the motion is even cooler than in his original series. Next,
Semblen
wild
molt
upper
lents,
and slide kick.
Molt lents.
Both are from the original
Dau
series.
només ataca cap a un costat,
Then
sembla.
his mid-air moves. Jump, then chop.
No semblen gaire
Jump,
bons.
then kick.
Aquest encara.
Jump, then
És
back,
molt lent.
and then somersault kick. However, this somersault kick was not included in the original series. But we needed a move to attack up, so we
Té
created a
sentit.
new move. Also, jump and then karate punch for a down air attack.
Oh,
If you
Spike!
successfully pull off a down air, it's possible
Boom!
to attack with a meteor effect, as you can see
Nice!
here.
Oh,
It's basically
ni
like
Spike,
this.
Meteor, vale.
Next, I'll cover his throws. His forward throw is his familiar buster throw. His back throw is also buster throw. And his down throw is neck breaker drop.
Nice.
In fact, he used it in the game Fatal Fury, Wild Ambition. I miss playing that game on Hyper Neo Geo 64.
Boomer.
And then, his up throw is grasping upper. This sort of dodge attack
Ja
can
s'han
be performed
ventilat
after
tots els
spot.
atacs. I
I
els
mentioned dodge
throws.
attacks. And this actually does exist. During a spot dodge, immediately press the button to counterattack.
Oh!
During a dodge attack, your upper body becomes invincible, so this kind of move gives you the advantage when you counterattack.
Està bé.
Now for his special attacks.
Bona mecànica.
His neutral special, with just the B button, is Power Wave. Depending on how long you press the button, you'll use one of two types of special attacks, weak and strong. This one is weak and kind
Vale,
of
això
slow.
ja sí
And
que
this
és
one's
més
strong.
rotllo Rain
Fast,
aquí.
isn't it?
La
For
Kenny
Ryu,
Ryu.
in his original game, you used 3 buttons, so there were weak, medium, and strong
Sí.
attacks. For Terry Bogard, you could use 4 buttons in his original game, but there were only 2 buttons for punch. So that's why he only has 2 attack levels,
Té
weak
sentit.
and strong.
Sí.
This rule applies to all of his special attacks, so please keep that in mind. By the way, the attack Power Wave is a move that shoots energy along the ground. But how does it look in the air? In his original game, you couldn't use this move in the air.
Oh,
This is how it looks now. As of the King of Fighters 96, the Power Wave ability had a shorter range, so we've recreated that version of the move. It's a useful move in midair and helps keep
té
opponents in
sentit.
check.
Està bé.
Next, we have a special performed while holding in the direction of your opponent, Burning Knuckle. This move also has a weak and strong version, as well as a command input.
M'encanta que cridi
Like the
l'atac.
Hadouken command input from Street Fighter 2, you perform this command using the directional input, down to the side in the direction of your opponent, and then
Vale,
press
guai.
the button. Doing so makes the move a bit stronger. This means that Burning Knuckle has 4 variations. Weak without command input, and strong without command input. Weak with command input,
Hi ha com
and strong
un...
with command input.
una
The strong
brillantor
version using
groga.
command input is of course the most powerful.
Té
You'll
sentit.
hear a noise when you input the command. And if you've succeeded,
Sí.
you might
Bueno,
also
sí,
notice
groc,
the
verd,
mixing
correcte,
of
sí.
frames. It may be slight, but there is a difference. The strong version with the command input really is strong, even capable of KOing opponents. It can be blocked, however, so be on the lookout for that. In such a case, you'll be left wide open. And this is a first for the Super Smash Bros. Series, but the side specials are split into 2 versions, a back special and a
What?
front special. That means there's one more side special than usual, Crack Shoot.
Oh!
This is a familiar move from his original game. There's also a command input version. It's performed by using the directional buttons down to the back.
Cap enrere. Vale, és igual, és com... Sí. Com un Hadouken però invers. Ok.
The command version can launch your opponent quite a bit further. It creates a bit of an arc, so it can be used as an anti-air attack.
Potser Out of Shield és una bona opció.
At close range, if you happen to be blocked by a shield, it's hard to be counter-attacked because you'll pass through them. There's something I want you to remember. When you do a crack shoot off-screen, this is how it will look. Terry swings with his whole body when using Burning Knuckle and crack shoot, so it can be hard to recover.
Clar.
However, if you keep pressing backwards without inputting commands, you should be able to initiate crack shoot in the direction you're trying to recover. Let me show you one more time. Do this, then continue to press backward. And then you can recover. If you press too quickly or input some commands, you'll fly right off the stage, so be careful.
Clar.
And this is his up special, Rising Tackle. It also has weak and strong versions, each with differing heights. And did you notice that if you hold down briefly to charge, your whole body glows a little?
Què és això, Mario Bros 2?
In this case, your whole body will be invincible at the start. Either way, your legs will be invincible. Here's an example of this invincibility in action. With the standard Rising Tackle, I got completely wiped out when I threw myself at them. But with Rising Tackle's charged command version,
Sí.
you can't be hit at this moment, so you come out on top. You can of course use Rising Tackle as a recovery as well. Even after using Burning Knuckle or Crack Shoot, you can still use Rising Tackle. This is also very helpful when you're trying to recover, so please keep that in mind. His down special is Power Down,
Oh!
an attack that rises and descends. This side, down, diagonally down command input is also known as the Shoryuken command.
Sí.
If you can pull it off, you'll be invincible at the start of the move.
Ha xocat el riu.
Also, you can hear a sound when it connects, but it might be tough to make out.
Sembla que és per...
Now, let's talk about canceling specials.
Def.
I'd really like you to keep this in mind. First, if you use a special after attacking with a standard attack, the special won't come out until the move animation has finished. That makes sense, right?
O si fas shield o
Here's what
algo...
happens if you cancel out of it. At this moment here, if you've successfully entered a special command input, the rest of the animation will be cancelled, allowing you to attack again immediately.
Turbo Mode!
I'll do that again. Throw out a kick like normal. And once
Special
your leg
input?
extends, you'll perform the move.
Hosta, pots fer uns combos
Set it up
guapos,
so that
eh?
when you attack, you can go
Aquest
straight
personatge
into
pel
the special.
competitiu pot estar molt risses i molt seriós.
This will increase your offensive options.
És que risses high.
Please try this out. For example, neutral attack 1, 2, and power down.
Uala,
This
tio!
is a bread and butter combo. Aside from that,
Vinga!
also get Terry to fly out and attack in an M shape. In his original game, you could only cancel attacks on the ground, but in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's possible to cancel aerial moves.
Buah, tio, Bayonetta 2.0, eh?
The types of aerial attacks that you can cancel are limited to things like neutral air attacks or down air attacks. But I
Normal,
think
perquè
it
si no...
would be wise to use these combos to expand your offensive options.
Té sentit.
And at last, the final
Oh,
smash.
Master Wolf!
His final smash begins with triple geyser. Terry will shoot 3 geysers straight forward.
A veure...
However, if you think that's all, you're very
Nah.
mistaken.
Nice, està guai.
As you can see, if Triple Geyser connects, you'll follow up with Power Dunk and Buster Wolf.
Que guai.
It's 3 moves in one.
Tant, espero que el digui Are you okay?
You may be wondering what happened to his original super special moves. Yes, they're here too. With the usual rules, when Terry's damage meter rises up to 100% or higher, and in stamina mode, when his overall HP drops to 30% or less, you'll see this Go icon at the bottom of the screen. At this point, if you enter the specific command, you can initiate the power geyser you see here. The command input is, if I borrow the way it's said in the original game, down, angle down, side, angle down, forward.
Wow.
Well, it's a bit complicated. Downward, then backward, then forward.
Sí.
You see? It is an action game after all, so you get to control the direction of your punch, be it right or left. In that case, no matter which direction you're going for, just swap the right input and left input. It's like this. Downward, then backward.
Smash is a party game!
Or down, and then the opposite direction, if that's forward. And then there's his other super special move.
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf. You can initiate this one by repeating the Hadouken command input twice. Down
Vale,
to
como
side,
un Metsu,
then down
vale.
to side again.
Nice.
It can be rather difficult to pull off moves using the original game's command inputs, but you can also use simplified command inputs.
Oh.
In the case of Power Geyser, remember this: down, side, down, forward. As long as you input the command downward, to the side, to the back, downward again,
Guai.
and then forward, you should be fine. In the case of
Joder, macho. Hoy es el día que me suicido, tío. In loving memory, Willy Rex.
Buster Wolf, it's simply down, side, side.
Vale, Metsu, sí, sí, sí.
That should be easier to remember.
Però bueno, si jugues amb un stick...
Even though the command input is complex, it can still be blocked with ease. Since these moves can only be used when Terry has taken a lot of damage, you'll be in even more danger if your opponent blocks. So they're high risk and high return. Please save them for when you really need to make a last-ditch effort. You can use it again and again, but be careful. Your opponent may be able to predict your move and take action.
RIT!
Essentially, it's best to use it when it's least expected, or to cancel out of a combo, like this. For the taunts, I decided to match his original game. His up taunt is "Hey, come on, from the King of Fighters series.
Guai.
His down taunt spins his hat like in the Real Bout series,
És el Mario.
and his side taunt is Stand Up from Gutto, Mark of the Wolves.
Oh.
I've demonstrated him using various special
Poner la
moves in the
música, tío.
game so far, and you can hear his voice. Like that. We've incorporated both his longer remarks, like Power Wave, from older titles, and his shorter remarks, like Rock You, from newer titles. And here are his color variants.
Ah, tío, no hi ha la... Guai.
There's a good variety of colors available from across the
No hi
series,
ha la
and
jaqueta
the
de
cat
cuero.
design is slightly different in each version.
Guai.
They're based on his original games, and we've also included some from the King of Fighters 14 and the anime series.
Anime? Goku?
He sometimes takes off his cap too. For example, it happens during his victory pose. His cap also blows away when he is defeated in stamina mode.
Hòstia puta. New stage, guai.
The stage is called King of Fighters Stadium. It looks like one hardcore fighting coliseum.
Sí. És un estadi de rugby.
The text above the Jumbotron reads, King of Fighters, without the. When we talk about a game title, we need the up front, but the name of the tournament in the game's story is just King of Fighters. This is a very unique stage, and it follows some rules that haven't existed in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate before. First, the edge is walled off.
What?
In the Super Smash Bros. Series, you need to launch opponents off the stage. Here, however, the more damage a fighter has accumulated, the more the wall will visually react when they're launched into it. Can you see?
Sí.
Eventually, fighters will break right through the wall.
Qué guay, ¿no?
There are fireworks in the background. Basically, this special feature allows you to KO an opponent only after they've accumulated enough damage.
No crec que sigui legal, però pot
That
estar
way,
guai.
you can enjoy the battle more like you would in a traditional fighting game. When
Està
you're
bé.
close to the wall, it's possible to be KO'd even when your damage is low. It's just like in regular stages.
No, gens legal.
In the Real Bout Fatal Fury series, there was a feature in which the walls could be destroyed and players could suffer a ring out when they hit the wall. This isn't exactly the same, but we made it kind of similar to that. We hope you'll enjoy playing at this stage with all its special rules.
Sembla xulo. Potser amb Hazard Soft?
By the
No,
way,
ja.
there are guest characters in the background, right? Since we
Como
have the
mementos.
opportunity, I'd like to introduce them to you. First up, Andy Bogard. He's the adoptive brother of Terry Bogard. Both of them were adopted from an orphanage and raised by Jeff Bogard.
Buah, què és això,
However,
Yakuza?
while Terry's teacher was Jeff Bogard, Andy studied under Mai Shiranui's father. He uses the Koppoken fighting style. Joe Higashi. He's one of the three main characters from earlier games in the Fatal Fury series. He's the only one that doesn't have any connection to Geese Howard. He's a Muay Thai champion. Hung Fu Ru.
Follat Tortuga!
Holy Fist of 8 Ways, and he also trained Jeff Bogard. He can enlarge his body as well.
What?
Billy Kane. He's been in many
Kane,
Fatal Fury
joder,
games
macho.
since the first one, and he's the right-hand man of Geese Howard.
What?
While he
Dolent.
appears in the first game, his costume is based on his appearances in King of Fighters 97 onwards. You can't really see his back, but the no smoking symbol is definitely there.
What? Yakuza.
Geese.
No!
He's the big boss of Southtown, and he's the rival of Terry Bogard. Falling off of buildings is his thing. Rock Howard. His first appearance was Garo, Mark of the Wolves. He's the son of Geese Howard, and Terry actually raised him.
Oh.
That means his appearance in this game at this age with that look doesn't really jive with the timeline, but Smash is kind of like that to begin with, right?
Pues sí.
Kim Kapwan. He uses Taekwondo and considers himself a fighter for justice. His Ho'okyaku is very famous. Ryuji Yamazaki. His first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3, and he's a criminal known as Dark Broker. He's very selfish and sadistic.
Bon
Blue
bucle.
Mary. Her first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3.
Sí, Dani.
She uses combat sambo, and she's a good drinking buddy of Terry's. Those were the characters from the Fatal Fury series, but from here on, let me introduce characters from other series.
What?
Athena Asamiya. She's a Psycho Soldier. Psycho Soldier is a memorable game released around 1986, and it was the first title to feature a fully voiced theme song within the game. This epic song was also remixed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it was recorded in both Japanese and English.
Guai. S'ha filtrat,
Music
això.
start. Kyo Kusanagi. He's the protagonist of the King of Fighters series, and he uses the ancient martial arts Kusanagi-ryu. Speaking of the protagonist, there are differences depending on which version you're talking about, like Orochi
Son
and
quin
Nest.
banger.
Anyway, he is forever a school kid. Iori Yagami. Originally, he was introduced
Mugen!
as Kyo Kusanagi's rival, but when I first saw this character in the game at the time, due to his look and attitude, I thought, whoever created this character must be a genius. Goro Daimon. He's a judo gold medalist belonging to the Japanese team, and he
Doraemon?
likes to throw his opponents. Chang Hohen and Choi
What the
Bongye.
fuck?
One is an escaped convict, and the other is a slasher. They are currently undergoing rehabilitation under the previously mentioned Kim Kapwan. Ralph Jones and Clark Still. Originally, they were main characters in the Ikari Warriors series before Neo Geo. They appeared as guests in the Metal Slug series too. Ryo Sakazaki.
Quants
the
cameos,
protagonist of Art of
jovetes.
Fighting. The original Art of Fighting was released just before Fatal Fury 2. That means it was the first game to implement a true super special move. How could I not include him? King. Her first appearance was in Art of Fighting, and she's a bouncer and bodyguard. She is a beautiful woman with an androgynous sense of style. Next, Yuri Sakazaki. She was kidnapped in the first Art of Fighting game, but after that, she trained hard and mastered Kyokugen Karate in just 1 year. In other words, she's a genius. So, as you can see, we've included many characters. A total of 20 characters.
Hostias.
You know, it's very cumbersome. I mean, it takes a lot of time. But so many people love each and every one of these characters, even outside the confines of their individual series. So we simply had to do our best by them.
Qué grande.
By the way, you may have noticed that a very important character from the Fatal Fury series was not included. Yes, Mai Shiranui. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for good boys and girls of many different ages, so we decided not to feature her. Please forgive.
Per què? Mai... Anem a buscar al Google. Mai Shiranui. Shiranui. Oh, mamma mia! Vai! Sakurai! Tio, però l'haguéssiu pogut censurar una mica també, no? Mamma mia! Oh, mamma! Vale, sí, és la que volia la gent. Joder.
Also, my music features a variety of tracks, and the music that
Quants?
affects which special guests will appear.
Huh.
For example, there's a track called Pasta, and when the music is playing, Andy Bogard will always appear. I hope you look forward to that as well.
Shit. Oh boy.
Okay,
Vale, això m'ho puc saltar.
first, this route is named the King of Smash. 3 characters who have some sort of connection will appear as a set, a challenge that looks somehow familiar.
Set.
Okay, the first intensity level is 5.0, so I should be fine. All battles in Terry's route are stamina battles.
Why?
This stage's special KO rule that I talked about earlier isn't the best match for stamina rules, but oh well. On his route, a lot of stages feel like they're from a traditional fighting game.
Imagino que hi haurà Castell, Suzuki aquest...
Okay, I did it anyway.
Espera!
There. Done.
I falta
Looks
un.
like he's saying, give me something. Next, round 2. It's the Legend of Zelda team. Just because characters are in a team because of their similarities, that doesn't mean that they have to be from the same game. This is Let's Go to Seoul, Kim Kapwan's team.
Joder, Sakurai, tio, ets el puto amo, no?
Taku and Steppy.
Castell.
Of course he says. You might wonder who Taku and Steppy are.
Contra Heavyweight. Quina música és?
This is his track.
Ah, vale. King of
Find
Fighters.
intensity quite tough. Round 4. The whole atmosphere is a little different than how it's been up until now, right? That firebar didn't work. It's close to 8.
Ui.
Say
Clàssics.
the opposing team. It's bad to keep using the same move.
Huh.
That was a bad move.
Perdoneu per saltar-me això, però és que per veure com juga el Sakurai prefereixo
Kind of a
jugar el joc on surti. Oi, al final qui és?
0.00000.0 is playing. In other words, it's kind of a themed fight. He's super strong, so I have to work hard.
Ryuken i
I'm not
Terry.
pacing this out very well. Special move. Would have been awesome but... Alright, did I make it to intensity 9.9? Yes, I did. That was hard work.
Bravo!
Terry Bogard is really fun to play as, so I hope you enjoy playing as him in such situations.
Quantes n'hi ha?
Next, let's talk about the music. This time we have something very special lined up for you.
Oh boy. Pin.
For instance, when we were deciding which songs to include in this set, we thought about concentrating on songs related to Terry, but there were a lot of big band style songs that didn't really fit the mood of battle. That aside, the music of SNK has always been great, right from the beginning. So this time, we selected tracks that could be called SNK style. Basically, we expanded the selection a bit to include series outside of just Fatal Fury and the King of Fighters.
Metal Slug?
SNK songs have always been great, really. This was true before Neo Geo, and all the way from the old The King of Fighters games to the arrangements in the latest installment, The King of Fighters 14. We did a lot of digging around, and finally managed to narrow our many candidates down to 50 songs.
Oh, ya ve bien. Lol. Why?
We never intended to do something like this, of course. So we submitted our 50 proposals to SNK, expecting them to pick out maybe 10 or 20 that they considered acceptable. But they told us they were okay. As a result, we've pretty much added in 50 songs.
Hòstia puta, tio.
Have a look at the list.
No me'n conec ni una, però bueno.
The selection might make the Fighter's Pass worth quite a bit more than its price.
Sempre és el mateix, cabron.
I do hope you'll enjoy it.
Però té raó.
Challenger Pack 4 comes with a Spirit Board too. The Spirit Board can be
només
selected
n'hi
through
queda
the
un.
Spirits menu. Have a look at the background.
Hola!
If it's familiar to you, you'll start
Sunset.
feeling pretty nostalgic. Shinkiro-san's artwork is always so nice and vibrant, isn't it? You can also look forward to mock tournaments featuring each of the characters. That old school Athena and Ralph and Clark artwork really is something.
Hope.
Now for the Mii Fighters. Please have a look.
Oh, no. No, el meu cor s'enfonsa. Bueno, aquí venen els leaks, tio. I el meu cor pateix sempre que veig això. Oh, la que volia la penya. Guai. Aquesta és molt famosa al Japó, tio. Li agradava molt el personatge aquest del Sakurai, ho he dit abans. Guai. Bons còstums, de moment. Oh, serà la Kira? Yeah! Que em tornis a cobrar per això? Hi haurà el Heihachi al final, doncs? Vale, aquests ja els sabíem. Aquests són del 4, estan guais. La Kira mola molt. Imagino que era el Heihachi. No? Que raro. Els leaks eren falsos, doncs. O no? Que raro. No han dit preus, Hi haurà un mes, ara. No, ara, va, no. November 6, demà! Avui! Avui!
SNK was also involved with the Mii Fighter set this time, so it has a strong fighting game influence.
Avui sortiran.
It borrows a lot from the series Nakoru comes from, like her wind slash attack, so I hope you'll enjoy those little details. Moving on to Amiibo, here's the new lineup.
Oh.
Simon, Chrom, and Incineroar.
Vull Amiibo del Joker i del Banjo, tio. Demà, o avui.
Next, let's discuss the details of the updates.
Avui a la nit
We've
o
made
demà
some
a la
improvements to
matinada.
battle arenas. First, we're making it so you can send messages to each other in a battle arena. The messages are preset. So there's that, and also, the player who created the arena can now change the rules.
Guai.
We've also added the option to play either Battlefield form or Omega form at random in the stage settings.
Perfecte, tio.
Aside from that, you can now pick Elite only as an arena type. Furthermore, quick play won't be the only way to play with people you don't know. As long as the arena type is set to public and no password is set, we've made it so anyone is now free to join. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Terry is due for distribution on November 6th. If you have the Fighter's Pass, you'll be able to get him straight away, or you can purchase him separately.
Guai.
Well, I think that wraps it up for our Terry Bogard showcase. I hope we were able to convey his appeal. By the way, his reveal trailer was aired in advance. It was created using SNK pixel art.
No em
The
fotis.
complete version of it, including the gameplay portion, is finally ready. I'd like to show it to you after this. Now this is something of an inside story, but I of course wrote the plot for SNK's pixel art packed reveal trailer.
What?
When the invitation comes out, you might recall how it says, "Don't be late, S." That is not what I wrote.
What?
It makes me think, ugh, this is why I hate inside jokes. After leaving it to the staff, it snuck its way in there.
En sèrio.
I just want you to know that the S is also the Super Smash Bros. Series S.
Ja m'ho imaginava.
Let's move on to the intro movie.
M'ho imaginava. Però també té sentit que sigui Sakurai, sí. És que mola molt el trailer aquest. M'he oblidat dels noms de tots els personatges aquests. Menys aquest, el Jace, i ja està. Sembla la Reimo! Yori. Vale, tranquil. Han canviat el fons de color? I li fot el Wolf, no falla. Un tràiler.
We crammed in a little too much content this time. Hopefully, I'll be able to make future showcases a little shorter.
Una mica, potser. Welp! Oh, Dios! Al final cap leak era verídic. Bueno, almenys tenim confirmació de que el Terry arriba avui. Una miqueta decepcionant, la veritat, que no hagin anunciat res més enllà del que ja se sabia. I cap mode de joc nou, personatges ja ho sabíem, els microcostums res de l'altre món. Raro que no hi hagi el Heihachi. No sé si hi és ja o què, però... Molt estrany que hàgim tornat la Kira i companyia, però no Heihachi. Però bueno, què hi farem, tu? Ganes d'actualitzar el joc i provar-lo. Així que vinga, adeu!